That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Middleton right side. Stolen by Pierce. And Middleton kicks the front. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Kaminsky is checked in for Boston. And then for Los Angeles, Roy Hibbert's checked in for Chandler. Markieff Morris comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Jackson in for Kyrie Irving. Oh!
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Middleton. Roy Hibbert picking up that last basket. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over the back foul every time.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Kaminsky. And Nelson is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Los Angeles leading by 6. Feeds it to Morris. Top of the key, Pierce. Morris a screen. Jackson drives in. Back to Pierce. Jackson passes to Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Here's Middleton, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And they will call over the back on the play.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Boston making some changes. Pierce is checked in for Frye. Green comes in for Chris Middleton. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Gordon. And then for Los Angeles, Gallinari comes in for Paul Pierce. And it's Klay Thompson in for Chris Middleton.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to... give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot here.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Los Angeles leads by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. We've got Green. Pierce is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Anderson. And it's Irving at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Boston trails by 7. Fires from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Gallinari kicks to Irving. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Thompson misses.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had. A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Irving kicks to Thompson. Los Angeles with another miss. Irving dishes to Aldridge. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
No, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here's Pierce. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey guys, well Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Count that one. And Los Angeles leads by 7.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the wide-open shot from Green. And the 3-ball is good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Gallinari in the corner. Back to Irving. He kicks it to Chandler. Irving passes to Fry. No good. And it's Boston the other way.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Takes it from 10. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Pierce with it. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. Pierce with a wide-open look.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
Irving with a clean look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead. Nobody near Irving. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Irving kicks to Chandler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
No good from Fry. Boston trails by 6. Green inside the three-point line. And it's Boston with another.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Here's Fry. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Irving dishes to Aldridge. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
But they get it back. Here's Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Irving with it. Now Chandler defending.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Irving against Irving. And here's Fry for 3. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Time running low here.
A quick score, Greg, and then probably foul him right away.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. .27 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Kyrie Irving.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Klay Thompson.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. 17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. .17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Nelson, the pass to Scott. Yes!
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Ladies and gentlemen, James team.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 5. 8 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Chris Anderson.
8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Count it!
Plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up high.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 5. 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
I mean, it's iffy that there's enough time to even get a quick shot and a foul.
I agree with you. Time is not on their side, but that's really their only hope, so I'm sure that's what they'll try to do.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end.